Yes, let's tune. Hey, everybody, what's happening? Joe for the Joe Wentz Project TV live. We are live right now on YouTube. On YouTube, and we're tuning, which I did this a second ago, but after you play, you have to tune again. And these are pretty fresh strings, too, man. So we want to make sure that we're where we're supposed to be, right? Oh, God. It seems like with this Sterling by Music Man, it seems like it's a struggle to keep it going. Our Metal Stage podcast. What's going on, man? How are you? Who was that sent me the picture of all the snow? Was that you, Center? I had a picture of a lot of snow. I don't know if it's a video or what yet. I don't know. Bozik! What's going on? It was you, Center. Oh, wow. Okay, cool, man. All that snow, man. I don't want to get none of that stuff, man. Let's see what we got here. Randall Fisher's in the house. How are you, man? Dry heat, 480. Yeah, Mike, I like your new video, man, of the telly. That's awesome. Let's see. Yes, Randall Fisher. Big Dan Hall says that 7 inches of snow and with ice where he's at. Come on, man. Oh, my God. Randall Fisher says it was mid-60s yesterday and ice and snow today. Mr. Fisher, where are you? Is it Memphis? You're welcome, Mike Ray. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was cool, dude. I went on there and looked at it. Yes, Memphis. I was right. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. We trying to get warmed up here. We got let's see who else is in here this morning or this afternoon. It's Ben Coombs. There he is. Checked you out last night, Mr. Coombs. Awesome, man. I wasn't really able to. I was only able to comment that one time, man, and that was it. So I'm sorry. You know how it is, man. When you trying to work at the same time, it's pretty hard to do. Bozik says we had ice and snow last week here in Philly. Today it's like 55 and raining. Oh God, that's about what it's like here. Yeah, it's raining. It's been raining for what 2 or 3 days straight, if not longer than that. But it's not real cold. I'll take it. Man. Yeah, our Metal Stage podcast says, "Hey, Ben, fun show last night." Yeah, our Metal Stage had a great show last night too, man. Bo Zeke says for a budget guitar that sounds legit. Yeah, it's all right, man. It's not bad. $225 Sterling by Music Man. It's not bad. I enjoy it. You know, Michael Collins says, Joe, what's up, Mr. Collins? How are you? Mike Ray says, hello at our metal stage. Let's see. It's not love. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of, I don't know why I was thinking of, why was I thinking of King's X? I don't know why. I can't remember how that goes. That is a... There it is. I couldn't remember, man. I love King's X, but I can't play like that. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you very much. If you like what you hear, like what you see, please hit the thumbs up button. Please. Thank you very much. That shows support for the channel, and it helps out tremendously. Let's see. Ben Coombs says, thanks, Joe. It was awesome to do. Yeah, I knew you were on the road. Yeah, man. Me and Mr. Coombs had a lot of conversations last night via messaging, voice messaging to WhatsApp? Ain't that what it was? And so yeah, I was glad he was able to go live. Charlie S, hey man, how are you? Thank you for joining, man. I'm trying to speak up a little bit, so everybody's gone. They went out to do, I guess do some running around, go shopping, spend some money. I don't know. So I figured I'd go live here and just do a simple setup. I tried doing some other stuff to use a microphone through this thing over here, but it sounded horrible. So I just do it this way. Okay, let's see here. I know we dropped twice. It's the weather, man. It's this app too. Ben, no, that's fine, Mr. Coombs. That's fine if you want to say that, man. It says, hope it's okay to say this in the chat. It looks like we'll be going live each Thursday at 8 p.m. Hey, that's awesome, Mr. Coombs. That's awesome, man. You notice how see, this is the perfect example, man. My cabinet's right behind this phone, right? So you can hear the guitar perfect. See what I mean? But when I'm talking, it's hard to. You have to kind of speak up a little bit, because it's a catch-22, man. Oh yeah, all right. Oh, Brentsy Rocks is in the house. Brent. Brentsy, welcome, man. Welcome. Where you been, dude? Where have you been? Mr. Bruce. What's going on, Mr. Bruce? How are you, man? Bozique says, hey to Bruce and Brent. Brentsy Rock says he's just been rocking with Lipstick Slick. Just having some fun, y'all. Trying to anyway, right? Brentsy Rock says he loves the tone. Thanks, man. That is the Boss Katana 100-watt head. And man, I'm going to tell you what. I have been going back and forth for getting that foot controller for the Katana. It's $100. And I'm going to ask y'all at center, anybody that knows anything about foot switches or foot controllers. Up top, you can't see it. Up top, I got this little plastic basket. It's got some odds and ends with it that I don't use anymore. You know, old CD cases, maybe a couple of little screwdrivers, stuff like that. But there's a foot controller that came with my Digitech RP1000. It's a foot controller. It's got two buttons on it. One says up, one says down, right? Would it be safe to hook that foot controller up to this head and see if it would switch channels that way? I don't know. I don't want to mess up the head, see? You know, I don't know if they have it, you know, I don't know if anybody, I don't know, man. I should just drop the $100 and get the foot controller, right? Let's see. Mr. Bruce says, was that in the package, the Ferrari red guitar? No, no, I haven't opened the package yet, no. No, sir, this is not what's there's Jaden James, correspondent for That Metal Show at Now. Jaden James, what's going on, man? Brent says, try the foot controller. Ben Combs says it won't mess it up. It'll either work or it won't. See, that's what I was, see, the foot controller they're selling for $100 is about, I don't know, I guess it's about that big. And it's got, channel 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, and it shows which one's lit up. Well, I was like, I just need something to, I don't know if it'd work or not. I have no idea. So, I don't know. I'll try it later. I just didn't want to mess anything up, Charlie S. Joe, another foot controller should be fine. It does not carry voltage. Oh, okay. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you, man. That's something. It's a brand new foot switch. It came with it was like an extra. It came with the Digitech. You know what I'm saying? And I never used it. It's still brand new in the box. It just came with it. And I was like, hell, man. I wonder if it'll work on this head. I'll save $100. I'm just going to go back and forth a couple of channels. I'm not, I don't need all that fancy stuff. Brent says it's just a switch. It won't hurt it. Okay. Thanks, man. See, that's why I want to ask you guys, because I've never messed with that stuff. Mr. Bruce is saying, hey to everybody. Wow, look at there. Let's see. Charlie S says, I'm sure that Katana will have more function. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll have to dig it out later, and give it a shot, give it a go, right? Give it a go. In the meantime, let's rock for a minute. Oh man, I'm ready to be in a band. I wish I had time to be in a band because I'm ready, man. I haven't done that it's been a long time. Years and years, man. I get it. I haven't tried that in a long time. Let's start over. Well, you know. Brent says you talking about your foot switch? The one for his Black Star was $90. That's crazy for a foot switch. That's where they're making all their extra bank. You know what I mean? Dry Heat says, please, not a disco band. Nah, man. See, when you go in a band, man, you got to play standards that everybody knows. And that was, who was that? Wild Cherry? That was their biggest hit. So the ladies like that song, man. It gets them on the dance floor, I wouldn't be in a disco band, no. That's just a song that people like to dance to, man. That was a huge hit, so. Mr. Bruce says, hold up. I got to get up and dance to that groove. Oh, God. Here you go. Ben Coombs says, we have dancing in Ohio. R2, R3, lock and nut. He says, hey, Joe, hey, everyone. Hey, man, how are you? Brincy Rocks agrees. He says, it's a fun song to play. Yeah. It is. It's a good song. And it's got a badass solo in it, man. You can kind of improvise and use the wah pedal, and it's a great song. Every time I went and saw bands in the past, they covered that song. I'm telling you, man, the ladies get up and they partied now. Ben Coombs says, I just found out a half hour ago Fender is releasing a bunch of new models, and I'll get to review them all soon. Oh, that's right. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, Mr. Coombs is going to be doing a lot of reviews on his channel. That's awesome, man. That's cool, man. Good deal. Britzy Rock says, I love that beat. Oh, yeah, it's awesome, man. Let's see. Yes, Mr. Bruce, he's asking Mr. Coons, says, do you mean a review on your show? Yeah, he'll be doing reviews on gear and guitars and Q&As and all kind of cool stuff, man. So he's taking full advantage of the live streaming on the YouTube app. The only thing that I've been looking for, I guess I don't have the feature yet, I don't know, is the community tab. Have y'all noticed this? Where you can go to your YouTube feed and look at videos, and sometimes you'll see like a post from somebody, and they'll like do a poll or something like that. And I was like, well, how do you do that? And so I looked it up, but I guess you have to. Some people have that feature and some don't. I guess I don't have it because it's not. I don't, and you can only do it on your phone too. So I haven't. I can't access it. So I don't know what you have to do to get that. I guess you have to have, this multitude of subscribers or something. I don't know. Who knows? R2 Locking It says he's at work at a training facility, bored out of my mind. I figured I'd jump on and say, what's up? All right, R2, thanks, man. What's up, R2, R3? Whoa, man. I'm going way past the stuff. Ben Coombs says, possibly, Bruce, if I get to take them home or will show review vids at the store. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Mr. Bruce says, Joe, I see it on my mobile. You do? What do you have to do? See, I don't know what you... It's it's like they say it's a community tab you have to go to or something. So I don't know how to. I don't know. Maybe Mr. Bruce can guide me through it or something. Mr. Coombs says he's going to do the reviews and upload after. Okay, and possibly do live reviews too, right, Mr. Coombs? That's the best way to do it. You know, I mean, in my opinion, you get more interaction like that. Ben Coombs says, I want to thank everyone on here that tuned in last night. Rich and I had a blast and loved the comments. See, I told you, man. I told you didn't have nothing to worry about, dude. You've got the character for it, you know. Billy Shelton. Hey, Billy, what's going on, man? I hope you're doing well. I love that new car. Billy Shelton got him a new Camaro, man. That's all on fast say. Woo! Billy ain't playing, boy. He ain't playing. That sucker, man. Billy, I'm happy for you, man. Your whole life has turned around, man. And you're the one that did that. Nobody else, man. So congratulations, man. I'm really happy for you. I really am. That is phenomenal, man. Big Dan Hall says he just subbed to Mr. Ben Coombs. That's awesome. Mr. Bruce says, Joe, what I meant was I see that what you're talking about, but sometimes only on my mobile. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Billy Shelton says he's doing great. Thanks. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Our Middle Stage Podcast says thank you to Big Dan, the accountant. Big Dan is in the house, the accountant for the Joe Wentz Project TV channel. How we doing on the books there, Mr. Big Dan? How are we doing, man? Should be doing all right, right? Hopefully after this, we'll still be doing okay. Now, this is something I got in the mail about 3 days ago. So I figured I would save it and do a little live opening here on the Joe Wentz Project TV live. And so I thought this was a cool shirt. So I went ahead and, spent the money, right? Which wasn't bad. Look, still got the tags on it, man. But I thought this was an awesome shirt. So, here we go. The big reveal. What's in the package? This cool Eddie Van Halen t-shirt with the Frankenstein. Is that not cool or what, man? That's awesome, right? There's nothing on the back. I got that from the Van Halen store.com. Check that out, man. Is that not cool or what? You know what I'm saying? That's awesome, ain't it? I love that, man. I love that shirt. I think it's awesome, man. Cool shirt. How much was it? It was I don't know, it was like $24, something like that. Typical price for a t-shirt, I believe. So I thought it was cool. Wish I could play that. Man. Ben Coombs says, awesome shirt. Thank you, man. Big Dan says he likes it as well. Thanks, man. Fan mail? No. No, I'm not that brave to put my address out there. I don't think that would be too... People are saying I need I think was it R2, R3, or a few people said I should get a P.O. box, and I don't need all that, man. Thank you, Mr. Coombs. Our Middle Stage. He says, buffering, I'm out. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Dry Heat says Dan has to figure that foot switch into the expenses on the books. That's right. That's $100. So, but hopefully that other foot switch will work, you know. Anybody name that tune? Here's a hint. It was a movie in the 80s. It was a movie. It was my favorite song from that soundtrack, from that movie, man. Let's see. Big Dan says, Dry Heat, the president, Mrs. Wentz, needs to sign off on higher purchases. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's out doing purchases right now, so. Let's see. Brincy Rock says, my son got the new Fender GT 100 watt Mustang 2x12. It rocks. Congratulations to Brincy Rock's son, man. That's awesome, dude. That's fantastic. Ben Coombs says, nice, Brent. I tried one. They're sweet. That's awesome, man. That's cool. Ben Coombs, excuse me. Brincy says to Ben, it's a bad boy. Okay, I don't guess nobody knew the song. On the Dark Side from Eddie and the Cruisers. Y'all remember that? Actually, it's John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band who did that song. You're close, yeah. Romantic's what I like about you. Yeah, it's the same kind of chord progression. Because it's a... So yeah, it's the same. It's sneaky. So yeah, it could be that too. I mean, because it's the same thing, you know. Our Metal Stage says modeling amps have come a long way. I remember my old crate amp. Oh God, I remember that. I had a crate amp. I think everybody at one time or another had a crate amp, right? Back in the day, and it wouldn't really do a whole lot, but one thing it would do, it would get loud. It would get loud, boy. Yeah, them crate amps would thump, boy. They would thump. Ben Coombs says, oh, my bad. That was my... No, dude, no. Like I said, the chord progression is pretty much identical. You know, there's a lot of songs like that. So I can understand the confusion, man. It's no big deal, man. You know, I just didn't know if somebody would know it or not. Yeah, Brincy Rock says, what I like about you is the same type of chord progression. It is. And also, you know what else is? ROCK in the USA, John Mellencamp. Same thing, you know. Matter of fact, we did a medley in the band. We did those three songs in one medley. We broke them up. We did like on the Dark Side was last. We did What I Like About You was the first part, you know. That was the first part of the medley. Hey! and then we would go into ROCK in the USA, and then we would end after we do a few lines of that. We would end. That's how we would do it. Of course, it's kind of hard with just one guitar, but when the whole band kicked in, oh man, it was awesome, man. It was a lot of fun. Let me go back. I'm missing a lot of these comments. I'm sorry. Crates were not modeling amps, so they were cheap solid-state amps. The PV Bandit is the best non-modeling SS amp, in my opinion, though. Bozique says, also, as far as old-school modeling amps, my fave has to be the Line 6 Flextone, way better than the Spider series that came later. Wow. Yeah, that crate was solid-state. It would get loud, though, man. Golly, I don't know what I did with my old crate, man. I must have traded it. I must have traded it to a buddy back then when I was in my early 20s. We'd be doing a lot of trading. You know how you do with your friends because you didn't have no money. So you'd say, hey, man, how about we trade? You know, and sometimes you would. Mike Morrison is in the house. He goes, I still own the first Gen PV Vipers. I still think it's awesome. That's cool, Mr. Morrison. Our Metal Stage chimes in. Crate had a model with built-in effects, but it wasn't any good. I didn't know that. Wow, that's interesting. They tried to do it and it didn't work, did it? Brincy Rocks says, I had a Crate GT1200 head dime bag. Wow, that's awesome, man. Man. Yeah, whatever happened to Crate, man? They just kind of faded out, didn't they? Mr. Morrison says, I got the 120-watt tube head. Wow. Are they still around? Crate, are they still in that business? I have no clue. Let's see. These comments are flying, which that's good, man. Thank y'all for the thumbs ups, too. Dimebag Girl was a Randall guy. Our Metal Stage says, yeah, he played Randall amps, didn't he? Yeah. I never kept up with all that. Mr. Coon says never owned a Crate, but played through a few. Yeah, I can't remember. Mine must have been just had that one big 12-inch speaker in it. That's okay, Bruce. That's all right. Brincy Rock says, in the early days, yeah, right? Man, I'm telling you. Uh-oh, R2, R3 locking the... Don't get in any trouble, man. He says we'll have to watch everything on the replay. These people at work are telling him to put his phone away. Don't get in no trouble now. Come on now. Yeah, don't get in no trouble now. Ben Coombe says Crate is still around, but lost a bunch of retailers. Oh, okay. Almeter State says Crate is long gone. See, I had no idea. I have no clue. Brinchy says Randall amps rock. Yeah, I've always heard great things about Randall amps. Our brother Jim Guidry, that's what he's got a big old Randall half stack. He's had for, I think, since the early 90s or late 80s? I don't think he's in here yet. He might be busy at work. I know he's going through a lot of stuff at work right now, trying to keep up with everything. So big shout out to Jim Guidry. Maybe he'll see this on the replay. What's up, Jimbo? What's up, man? Mr. Bruce says, I have a Marshall MG 15 CFX SS amp, and it sounds good. Oh, that's awesome. Man, solid state? Is that what that? Okay, cool, man. Ben Coombs says, now I'm confused, Center. I don't know if they're talking about crate or... I have no idea, man. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. Bozique says, I believe someone bought the crate brand and then shelved it, not producing any new stuff. That happens to manufacturers a lot when they get bought out for some reason. That's crazy. Why would they buy? I mean, I understand what you're saying, Bozique. Thank you for that comment. Isn't that crazy? They'll buy it and then put it away. Why? It's not making any money, right? I don't know. That just, to me, that's crazy. There's Jim Guidry. There, I was just talking about you, man. I hope you're doing good, Jimbo. You do have a Randall half stack, correct? Jim, we're talking about Randall amps here for a second, and you popped in my head. Our Metal Stage Podcast chimes in and says, I think Crate is an online dealer now. Oh, okay. Well, that's where it's all at anyway, right? Online. Mr. Bruce says, hey, Jim Guidry. I got to keep my fingers moving, man. I know sometimes it sounds like crap, but that's the only way I'm going to keep anything going. You got to keep that muscle memory going, man. Ask Brintsy Rocks, man. He'll tell you. Let's see. Our Metal Stage Podcast says, I have a Randall Warhead. Great amp. Awesome. Ben Coombs, everybody saying hey to Jim. Jim says, yes, he does have a Randall half stack. Thank you, Jim. By the way, is that position open? I'm looking for a job, Jimbo. That'd be the perfect opportunity. Hook me up, Jim. Oh, Lord. I'm just kidding, man. You know I'm just joking. Dry Heat says, to eliminate the competition. Oh, Crate. Oh, that's why they bought it and put it up. Wow, they doing all that just to eliminate it. Wow, that's something else. Yeah, Ben Combs says to buy out the competition, I guess. Yeah, of course you can tell I don't have any kind of business sense when it comes to that stuff. Jim Guidry says his Randall is the RG100 ES. That's cool, man. Mike Morrison chimes in. He says, sorry, Joe, I was late to the show. What was in the package? Right here, Mr. Morrison. It was this cool shirt, man, which I'm sporting a V8 shirt right now. Old school logo, right? I got for Christmas. And check this puppy out right here. I got this from the Van Halen store.com about 3 days ago, and it came in the mail yesterday, I think. Yesterday or day before. It's a cool Eddie Van Halen t-shirt, excuse me, with his Frankenstein on it. From the Van Halen store.com. And it was about, I don't know, $23, $24, something like that. you get that fix. You know what I'm saying, man? When you play, and it's just like they were talking about last night on Our Metal Stage podcast. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to that podcast, Our Metal Stage channel on YouTube. Adam BVH knocked it out of the park. He says, take away everything I have, but don't take away my means of making music. It'll be a bad day. Music is a connection, man. And when you have that connection, like Sinner said too. Sinner, you still in here, brother, right? Jim Guidry, still in here? You can have the most crappiest day, and you come in here and you play. And you feel great, man. You know, everybody has problems. Everybody has crap they're dealing with. But when I play, man, it takes me away from reality, and it's my escape. So that's why I love to play, you know. Some of it might sound okay. Some of it might sound like crap. Oh, well. I'm still learning, man. You know, after 31 years, right? Bo Zeke makes a statement. Excuse me. Whoever said online is right, I just looked up Crate Amps, and they have their own webpage where you can buy online. Oh, boy. That was a Sinner who said that. They were online. There you go. Mike Morrison says, awesome shirt. Love the old school Van Halen logo. Thank you, man. Jim Guidry says, hey, Mr. Dan. Mike Morrison says, that shirt brings me back to the 80s. Yeah. Jim says, that position is open. The job is yours. Oh, Lord. Hey, but Jim, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to be like the truck driver, right? I can just make deliveries and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Jim. You know what I'm talking about. Mike Morrison says, awesome playing as well. Thanks, Mr. Morrison. Jim Guidry says, yeah, guitar, playing music, it's therapy. That's right, man. That's exactly right. You know, it takes you away. It puts me on cloud nine, man. You know, like I commented in the chat yesterday in Our Metal Stage podcast. I said, I have to play every day. If it's just for 10 minutes, you know, something. You know, it's just, you notice a little, if you play every day just for a few minutes, I mean, after a while, you'll notice a little bit of improvement. I mean, look, man, I'm going to tell you a guy whose channel I've been watching like crazy. That's Robert Baker. That boy right there, son of a bitch, man. You talk about somebody that just, him and Tyler Larson from Music Is Win, but I've been watching a lot of Robert Baker lately. Have y'all seen his new video where it says dad licks versus gent licks? And he has like his editing is amazing. He's got himself in two spots. Have you seen that? And they do Thunderstruck at the end. That some bitch is badass, man. And but Robert Baker, man, I thought I was subscribed to his channel a long time ago, but I looked on there and I wasn't, so I subscribed and hit the notification bell. Also, do that here. If you're new, if you see this on the replay, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. Hit that bell icon so you get notifications every time I go live or do a live video, right? So hit that bell icon. But Robert Baker, man, he is the shizzle. And he seems like such a nice dude, man. I would love to meet him. Just to say, hey, you know. I got to go back on these comments, guys. Bear with me. Mike Ray says, you're right, Jim. It's therapy. It is for me as well, Mr. Ray. Bruce says he's back. Ben Coombs says, guitar is our Calgon shampoo. Take me away. Yes. Mr. Bruce says he watches Robert Baker as well. Yeah, he is just... His touch is just magical on the instrument, man. It's just, and I can tell he's he's probably about my son's age. I think he's married and he has a little girl, I think. Robert Baker, that is. R3 Lockinut says, peace, everyone. I'm trying to turn these guys on to the Joe Wentz Project TV, but I have to go back to work. Hey, R2, man. Don't. Hey, you're at work, man. Do your job and don't get in no trouble. Johnny Bean says, "What's up, dudes? It's Friday." What's up, JB? What's up, JB? Johnny, you be going live tonight, right? I'm sure you will. Our Metal Stage says Robert Baker is a great player and even a better person. Yeah, I love his channel, man, and I want to seriously think about getting some of his lesson packs too. I'm serious. I'm not kidding, man. Let me tell y'all something. Don't ever be ashamed or have too much pride to take lessons from anybody. I don't care if the person's 25 years old, 20, 18, 55. If the person can play and they're offering you a chance to improve yourself, whether it be lesson packs or on YouTube or whatever, take advantage of it, man. All that does is it helps you, man, builds your wealth of knowledge, right? So I'm thinking about doing guitar lessons myself on Skype. You know, of course, it's not going to be nothing like Robert Baker or what's that other guy, man? Rocking guitar lessons with that Mike Gross. He does some. He has an awesome channel, man. He does a lot of '80s rock stuff, and pardon me, he does a lot of great stuff too, man. But anytime you can learn, you know what I'm saying? So what do y'all think? Y'all think Skype lessons would be a good thing? You think I should try that? I've been thinking about it for a couple of months, you know, so I'd like to try it, you know, maybe help somebody out, you know. Let's see. Let me get, yeah, Bo Zeke says Robert Baker is sick, and so is Tyler Larson. I wish I could play half that good. You watch Tyler Larson do a YouTube lesson, and he's so good, you want to quit playing. Yeah, that boy right there, whoo. Yeah, see, man, for guys like that, like you know, they all went to like GitCon and all that stuff a while back, and they were all sitting there jamming together. Well, those guys, their level of experience is so up there. I love to watch both of them jam together. You know, can you imagine sitting in with one of those guys and trying to jam with them? I'd be like, nah, dude, go ahead. I'm gonna be over here. I'm just gonna watch. You know. Mr. Bruce says Robert Baker is a beast. Yeah, he's awesome. Bruce Anderson's in the house. He goes, hey, Joe and everybody. How are you, Mr. Anderson? Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. God bless y'all, man. I love you guys. That is awesome. Bozique says, hey to Johnny Bean. Let's see. Jim Guidry says, hey, Bruce Anderson. Mr. Bruce says, Joe, you definitely have the skills for Skype lessons, brother. Cool, thanks, man. Thanks, yeah. I just like to get some feedback before, you know what I mean? I am on Skype. I think it's just Joe Wentz, I think. Ain't that right, Center? Center and I have Skyped before, and I think it's just Joe Wentz, I think. I need to go and look, you know, before I even start trying to promote that stuff, you know. Bo Zeke says, I second that. Thank y'all, man, very much. I appreciate it. So, yeah. If y'all up for some Skype lessons, let me know. I tell you what, the first one will be free. How about that? First lesson will be free. How about that? All right, let's see. Yes, Big Dan. Yes, y'all guys has been here for a long time and always, you know, I'll be more than happy to do a free Skype lesson with you, man. I'll be more than happy to do that. Don't bother me at all. Absolutely. Employee discount, Big Dan. Yeah, man. Shoot. What are you talking about? It's all good. Mr. Coombs says he plays a telly every day. Yeah, that's what I love playing Telecasters, man. Telecasters. Y'all seen that on here. You know, I try to switch it up a little bit because I pulled this one out of the gig bag today. I haven't. It's still got fresh strings on it. You notice I got the red snort tuner to match the flame top. Hey! So, yeah. I am super hyper today, man. Golly. Mike Morrison says, yeah, that's a killer axe, Joe. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's it feels great. You know, the no sharp fret edges, nothing like that. I mean, it's smooth as silk, man. And, you know, $225? Come on, man. I mean, you can't beat that, you know? Man, we're getting close. We're getting close. We've got a few minutes left. Ben Coombs, I want to ask you a question about your show last night. Where were y'all at? Y'all's practice area, or is that a rehearsal place? I noticed all the equipment was there and the guitars. Now, was that at your buddy's place, or was that somewhere where y'all practice for band practice? I imagine that's what that was, right? Or was that at somebody's house? Mr. Bruce says, Ben Coombs, my telly is a new... Oh, my God, that's right. Mr. Bruce, I'll finish your comment in a second. That Telecaster Mr. Bruce got, what, Mr. Bruce, about a month ago? 3 weeks ago? Holy crap, man. That Telecaster, man. He sent me some pictures of that thing. I thought I was going to melt right there. That son of a gun is gorgeous, man. Mr. Bruce, I love that guitar, man. Anyway, back to his statement. He says, Ben Coombs, my telly is my newest guitar, so I'm not even close to being tired of it. It still has the sticker on the pick guard. Yeah, that's awesome, Mr. Bruce. Ben Coombs says, we were at Rich's place, which is also where we record and practice. Okay, Mr. Coombs, thanks, man. Mr. Coombs says, looks like we'll be going live from there. That's the best thing to do, man. You know? That's the best thing to do, man. You can't be bothered or nothing like that, you know. Jim Gitter says, good show last night, Ben Coombs. Yeah, it was, man. For a first live stream, I thought it was great. You know, I mean, you had your buddy there. Y'all were talking about the pedals, the guitar. I was watching it, you know, and then he had the P90s in that telly or whatever, and he was sitting there playing some stuff, you know. And I noticed he was vaping as well. He kept going like this. I said, uh-oh, he's hitting that vape. You know, which I done quit all that now, so. I done quit all the vape, so it's cool, man. Thanks, Jim. Glad you enjoyed it. We did, Mr. Coombs says. Yeah. Yeah, it was an awesome show, man. It was really cool. It was awesome. Ben Coombs says, P90's in his telly and a 12-string, and yeah, we were both vaping. Yeah, and you had a little liquid refreshment I noticed too. I was like, what's in that bottle, man? guys, that's going to wrap it up for me today. I'm getting ready to get on out of here. Let's see. Ben Coom says it was mostly OJ. Mostly. That's cool, man. I'm just letting you know that I was paying attention. So that's all. That's all. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you're watching on the replay, subscribe button's over here. Here's another video you can go back and check out. Look at the links below for t-shirts, social media, my new EP, Then She Turned Around, and my new single, The Way We Used to Be, on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, everywhere. Check it out, thejoewentzproject.com. All over the place, man. If you're not familiar with it, just Google The Joe Wentz Project. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Mr. Bruce, Big Dan, it's time for shout-out. So if you want to shout-out, make a comment real quick. Bo Zeke, Mike Morrison, Ben Coombs, Our Metal Stage, Podcast. Oh, my gosh, Jim Guidry. Who else? Like I said, if you want to shout-out, now's the time to do it. Bruce Anderson. See you, man. Johnny Bean was in here. Let's see. God, there were so many other people. I can't keep up with everybody. Man, thank y'all for watching. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget, subscribe. Another video. Take care. See you guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.